Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Today I titled this message, The Workers Who Don't Want to Go Back. The Workers Who Don't Want to Go Back. Right now, we have many individuals who are temporarily working from home. We also have many more individuals who are not working from home. Between the two groups, there is a bit of conflict because you have one group saying they need to be back and the other group saying, why should we go back? We've been doing quite well where we are. Unfortunately, there is the sluggard who has ruined some of these individuals' plans of being at home, even though they have demonstrated that they can do their jobs from the comfort of their living room, dining room, bedroom, basement, attic, you name it. The sluggard caused the division in so many different ways. For some of you all, you say, how so? When we look at the scriptures, we know that a sluggard is a lazy person. This is an individual who hopes to sustain his life without actually working. Okay? In the Holman Study Bible, New King James Version, it says, he makes excuses not to work. And like the oppressed, the sluggard has brought his poverty on himself and is not an object of pity. His opposite is a diligent person, as the son listens to his father admonishing the sluggard. He himself is warned against laziness. A wise person learns from observation. Okay? Proverbs 6 through 10. Actually, through 11. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no captain, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer, and gathers her food in the harvest. How long will you slumber, O sluggard? When will you rise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall your poverty come on you like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. I have referred to this scripture in the past, but today I am talking about how this scripture applies to those who unfortunately are going to have to go back to workplaces because of this one right here. When there are enough individuals who have proven that they cannot work without a manager, that they're doing whatever, with whoever, making up excuses, saying they're working when it's clear that they're not. And then those who are guilty wanting to tell those who are not guilty, or accusing those who are not guilty of what they're guilty of. They are the ones too who also cause all sorts of issues because they're sneaky. And sneaky people will accuse other people of being sneaky. And sneaky people will tell lies and they'll cover up, and they got their share of secrets. And when they're exposed, they make up excuses. And once again, tell more lies. So between the sluggard and the sneaky folks, we got a big problem. And all of the workers who are now told that they have to go back to work, they are going to have to make some serious decisions for some of them because they've been saving money not having daycare. They have been doing quite well with their task lists, and now back to work. But not everyone is going to go back to work, because for some of these individuals, a small amount, not a lot, but a small amount, God has set it up for you to be where you are. If you came across this message, you came to the right place. And so therefore, you are going to have to look for other ways to make money. Because going back for you is not the best option right now. Matter of fact, for some folks, it's not even an option. But for others, they are resisting this sort of thing. Not for the right reasons, but for the wrong ones. I'm not going to be able to go down the street and do what I typically do. I'm not going to be able to cook and clean, like I used to. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get on the phone and talk up a storm during my lunch hour. I'm not, going to be able to run my children here, there, and everywhere. See, for some of these individuals, it's going to be hard going back to work, but they know they have to. And God's favor is not upon some individuals because he saw. He saw what managers and supervisors and others didn't see. Ooh, am I telling somebody's business? Not everyone has the discipline, the motivation, too much of anything when it comes to being independent, working without a captain, an overseer, or a ruler. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise, which having no captain, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer. Some folks, were you like the ant? Can you even afford to not go back? The ant makes sure that supplies are there and gathers her food in the harvest. Go back and gather your food for the harvest. Or in the harvest, I should say. Go back and gather food in the harvest. How long will you slumber, O sluggard? When will you rise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber. Some folks were sleeping. That's why they didn't make it to conference calls, Zoom calls, no kind of calls. Some folks are sleeping behind their icons. Those little pictures and so forth that they put up. When will you rise from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. And so poverty shows up, you see. Don't want to go back. Not called to stay home. Not disciplined enough to do the right thing. Lies catching up. So shall your poverty come on you like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. This is why workers gotta go back. And then, of course, not everyone can work their job from home. And so those individuals never left the workplace. But those who can work, their tasks that can be done from home. For some companies, it's going to be a huge cost savings by not bringing workers back to the workplace. Because just as we have individuals who can do things outdoors, we got folks who can do things indoors. The work gets done and folks are happy. There are folks who can do things near and some folks who can do things from afar. But if someone is looking to hear from the Lord about going back, you just got your answer today. You got your answer. The ant made sure that he or she got those supplies, gathered food in the harvest, all that good stuff. So for some folks, they can afford to not go back, but others, no sense in asking the Lord. You just know that you got to get income in order to sustain your household, to stay afloat. I pray in Jesus' mighty name right now for every individual who is still undecided, who doesn't know what to do. Individuals, Lord, who have been working diligently. I pray in Jesus' mighty name that you'll order their steps and guide them toward the employment that will meet their needs. I pray in Jesus' mighty name for those who know they're guilty, being sluggards, being lazy, being unfruitful. I pray in Jesus' mighty name, Lord, that you will continue to convict their spirits and cause them to finally do what's right. Return back, be grateful, and do the types of things that the managers want them to do without fuss, without complaint. I pray these things in Jesus' mighty name. And I pray, Lord, that all will be prosperous. Well, listener, thank you. Thank you as always for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen. You've been listening to YouTube NM Enterprise 7. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. We do welcome giving on this channel. And thank you in advance.